Don't you know? Don't you know? We are back twice in 1 week, Ryan.
Woo!
Day
Look at us
edition
go.
of the Chirpin' Pucks podcast. Welcome. We have a good interview today. Ryan here alongside me once again. Ryan, how we doing today, brother? On the Friday. Happy Friday to the crew out there.
We're here. We're prepared. Let's go.
I'm drinking a little
good, buddy.
right
I missed
now.
you. Even though I talked to you last night.
I talked to you last night, but I missed you, brother.
Let's get it going.
And we're going to get it going. And we want the people to get it going. Make sure you follow Chirpin' Pucks podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Chirpin' Pucks Media on YouTube. We're live right there right now. Shout out to the YouTube crew. We are also live on Facebook, Chirpin' Pucks. Make sure you give us a follow for all the great content, all the great things we got going on. Tournaments, hockey, podcast, maybe a little chirping here and there. You never know. Good debates, which we're going to have one today. I see our main man smiling down there in the green room right now because he knows what he got himself into. We got some early comments already here. My main man, Kenny, the GOAT, checking in live from YouTube. What's going on, Kenny, my main man here. Kenny, if you got any fundraising stuff, man, make sure you put it in the comments. I'll throw it up on screen for you, buddy. Gianna, hey, girl. Hey, girl, hey. Checking in one more time, back to back here. Thanks for checking in. Great to have you. But we got a good interview today, dude. We're going to be interviewing our good friend Mike Mancini over at Grundy. Plays for the Whiskey Sticks, good crew. But he also has a big tournament coming up. One of my favorite tournaments, actually, the LBCSHL Alumni Tournament, 2025. We're here. Let's get the man in here. The man who started, big face behind us, the one and only Mike Mancini. Let's have a round of applause for Mike Mancini here. All right.
Now.
Let's go. There he is. Welcome to the show, brother. We are live. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. It's Friday. 2 weeks
We were just talking about the Friday. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew. I usually only drink Mountain Dew on Fridays, Mikey.
Mountain Dew's good stuff, man. Mountain Dew's good stuff.
Quick plug.
I'm a full supporter of the Mountain Dew.
Quick plug for Mountain Dew on a Friday.
That's the flag my way, Mountain Dew.
I love that, dude. We're happy as shit to have you here.
Yeah,
we want the crowd to learn a little bit about you, man, like the origins of hockey for you. And we usually do this with a lot of our guests, first timers. By the way, is this the first time you've been on a podcast?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we've been trying to losing my podcast, do my podcast cherry pop today. Thank you.
I love it. Happy to do it, brother. Happy to do it. So tell us a little bit about you, man. How you kind of get into like playing hockey, some of those stories, and kind of then we'll lead into the tournament.
I always played street hockey, growing up. Always liked the game. Always loved. I was always mesmerized by it. Watching just like to do what you could do on a thin piece of steel in the middle of your foot on ice. I mean, it's the hardest thing I've ever done.
It's tough.
So I only played 1 year in high school because I did every other sport under the sun.
What high school?
I went to Egan, Bishop Egan, in South Conway, which we represented in the tournament strongly.
Can't wait to play you guys. I've had some battles with Egan for playing for Father Judge, man. My first fight in high school was against someone from Egan.
You got a name? Oh, you know if he's playing. Round two.
Imagine that. Could you imagine if all these years later?
Podcast, Ma.
That's a beautiful thing about a live show. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
We love our hockey moms here, by the way.
My mom's a trooper for all the hockey. Yes.
Right, you could chime in on that one too. We love our hocky moms, man. My mom is
a fanatic.
Only downside with my mom is she's a Penguins fan. So.
Ooh, okay. All right. Okay.
We got the Rangers here. We got the Penguins here. We got the Red Wings here. We got obviously me with the Flyers. Where did we all grow up?
Red Wings are awesome, dude. I got no problem with the Red Wings.
I got no problem with it either. But we're from Philadelphia. We should be supporting our local teams here.
Listen,
come on, people.
Never had a player like Brian Leach, so it's over.
I could tell behind you. You got the big jersey right behind you there, dude. My good friend Desi.
Oh, I know Desi.
You know Desi.
Desi real well.
Mom checking in. My hockey moms are the best. Mom, thanks for checking in. We love
my mom. That's my mom.
I know. My mom's probably just getting done work. So 2 out of the 3 moms have already checked in on the show. But
yeah.
But let's get back to you, Mike. So playing for Egan. Any rivals at that time? Did you have any good rivals playing for Egan?
It was always Judge. It was always
Damn
Ron.
right. Let's go. Come on.
That was that Catholic League rivalry. And of course, like Truman, because they're local. Ben Salem. I mean, the crazy thing is too, like when I played, Holy Ghost was just starting up. I graduated in '93. They're a juggernaut now. But they have their own locker room. They have their own locker room at Grundy's. I mean, come on.
Do they really?
Yeah, they have their own. You'll see this weekend. They have their own locker room right behind the snack bar. It's got showers. It's got like stalls, a flat screen TV.
Holy shit!
The whole nine.
It's just freezing in there.
It's nice and warm in there actually.
And that's what's up.
I never knew that was back there.
I didn't either.
It's literally right behind the snack bar before, like right by ring pick. Yep.
Oh, so it's past Z Tending. Shout out, good friend John Z. Big shout out to Z Tending. Make sure you check him out. One of our good friends. He's been on the show before. Huge fan. Good friend. So the locker room is back past that. You keep going through the snack bar.
Yeah.
Where I like to hang out a lot. I'm a big snack bar guy.
Yeah, we know, bud.
Listen, I'll scarf down a grilled cheese sandwich any day of the week.
That's what I'm talking about right there, man. You got their pregame grilled cheeses, brother. You got to have them.
Grilled cheese with a little bacon on it.
Is there a pregame snack? I guess I should have asked that when we hit gut check. That would have been a good one. Is there a pregame snack for you?
Grilled cheese is a solid go-to.
Let's go. I used to do the pizza from Skate Zone.
Grilled cheese
Slice.
Cheese is like the go-to.
Ryan, how about you, Ryan?
Ice cream.
You're such a...
That would not go well with the beer after, Rock. Come on, plan ahead.
I have a bowl of ice cream before every single game I play. The same flavor, the same amount of scoops in the same bowl for every game.
Did you ask
you not throw up?
Did you ask Siri what your favorite flavor is?
Neapolitan.
All right,
Neapolitan.
That's all. I thought you might be a little bit more like a black cherry guy, like me.
Black. That's Jeremy's favorite flavor. That's what he loves.
You can't sleep on black cherry, dude. Black cherry is the truth.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to do mint chocolate chip, and then the aftertaste just didn't taste good when you skated. So
yeah, I can see it. You burped out a few times or have a few beers. That's a bad mix, bro.
But Neapolitan just sits correctly, and your mojo's going that night.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
I like that. Got another comment here. I don't watch hockey. It's from Kenny, my main man out in Texas. I don't watch hockey, but when I do go, Dallas Stars. They're the only Texas team. Dallas is still doing it. Dallas is legit.
That's my pick, by the way.
Really?
They're my pick.
Are they your pick?
They've always been my pick every time they make the playoffs. I always tell everybody it's the Dallas Stars this time. And Pete DeBoer deserves one, but it's all up to Carolina and hopefully Florida tonight. So
Carolina reminds me of the Devils in the Trap era. It's just boring hockey.
It's because they don't have a flashy player.
Come on. They don't. They got some flash. Jarvis is a beast.
But he's probably the best. Like they don't have that. Here's my thing with the Carolina Hurricanes, and then we're supposed to be talking about you, by the way, here, Mike. We'll touch on this. Yeah, we'll touch on this because it's good hockey talk. So my thing about the Hurricanes is they know how to play very well together, and they have unbelievable coaching. Granted, their goalie's stealing games for them. I mean, he looked incredible. Incredible.
A beast.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I think Anderson got a bad rap from his time in Toronto, but what player really hasn't gotten a bad from his time in Toronto?
Everybody is.
Everybody.
That's a good name for themselves. They're probably the fans because of how loyal they are.
Look at them right now. I mean,
Toronto.
Look at them right now with the Florida series. Everybody's blaming Austin and Marner for having crappy games, and it's their fault they're losing. But it's not really their fault. Florida's just got that pace back, and they're picking it up, and they're beating them now. And
Florida's incredible.
Florida's doing the same thing to them that they did the Rangers last year. They're taking out their best players. They're making other players step up. And other players aren't doing it.
It's the curse of Brad Marchand. I'll just tell you that right now. That's what it is. It's the curse of Brad.
Legend.
Marchand's a rat, but every team wants to have one.
Dude, he's the Sean Avery of today's
he's
hockey.
Better,
He's a better hockey player, but he just knows how to torment people on the ice.
Yeah, he was Marchand's a little bit better player than Avery was. No,
100%. I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying, but that antagonizing that he has, it's like part of his game, dude. It's what he specializes in my opinion.
He's the original chirping puck.
A shout out. That's a shout out, by the way, from Mike.
A plug to the chirping puck.
That's a shout out and a plug for chirping pucks. But I love the hockey talk here. Let's keep going now. So you played a little bit of Egan hockey. High school obviously comes to an end. What was next for you after that, man? Did you end up getting right into men's league?
Men's league. Yep.
Was it with the Whiskey Sticks? Shout out, by the way.
Oh God. I graduated in '93, Frank. So I played on.
I graduated in 08. I was 08.
Yeah. I played on quite a few teams. I played in quite a few leagues, quite a few ranks, and you know what? Hockey is the best because you meet people through all walks of life.
Yes.
Everybody has their own, bonding moment. And, once you put the steel on the feet, slap the helmet on, put the mittens on, and grab the lumber, you're all friends.
Let's go. Well said.
He gets it.
He gets it. Oh, Mike's one of us, dude. That's why I've grown to love Mike, and this is like one of the first. I think we talked virtually like once or twice before, but this is we've been talking about doing the podcast. I feel a year.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
about a year. But it's perfect timing because we're a couple weeks out from the big tournament, and we're about to dive in a little bit about that, man, and we're super pumped up about it. A couple more comments just want to throw up here on the screen here. They put up 7 the other day when I watched, talking about the Stars. Thanks for checking again, Kenny. My main man, Sean Ennis from the Black Balls. Hey, baby. Happy Friday, boys. Whoa, let's go. Shawnee boy, thanks for checking in. My centerman. That's my guy. I think he actually scored the game winner the other night in a high-flying game, by the way. Sean Ennis, thanks for checking in, brother. But let's get into it, man. Whiskey Sticks, you're still playing with them. How long have you been with the Whiskey Sticks for?
It's my second season, so it's just good. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, all right. So you guys you just joined with them, okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Good club. I've
known Charles and Jason played on my team when I had the Bastards.
The Bastards?
Yeah, the fat bastards.
Yep. Somebody had one of those jerseys on the other night, or was the last time I played at Grundy.
What does he look like?
It was a green jersey, like the old school Minnesota North Stars jersey. Just had fat bastards written on it.
The Fat Bastards.
You never saw it before?
No.
Someone had it on a Grundy last season when I was up there for the Exterminators, and I was like, "What in the world is that?"
That might have been me. That might
have been. You could have. We probably passed each other a couple times up there, but I thought it was pretty sick.
Yeah,
Fat Bastards.
Well, I'm the inspiration. I'm not exactly small, dude.
You look good, you handsome bastard. It should be the handsome bastards.
The beard helps a little bit.
Yeah.
That could be the new team.
But it got to the point where like running a team and chasing people for money, and I was just like, you know what? I just want to pay my money, play, and not deal with the bullshit. Like if you need help getting guys, I know plenty of guys. You need help getting a goalie, I know plenty of goalies, but I'm not doing that, collecting money anymore and dealing with the drama and dealing with the bullshit. And I don't want to play with this guy. I want to play with that guy. Like grow up, dude. There's no scouts in the stands.
It's a good point you make because our good friend Kenny checks in one more time and he says, "Yeah, a little Q&A here." Mr. Mike, what made you decide to play hockey? If you want to answer that question for the fan base here.
What made me want to decide to play hockey? Just mesmerized by watching it, and it's something different. It's by far the hardest thing I've ever done sport-wise.
That's hard. Yeah,
learning how to skate and being a big guy, it's not easy. And
some of you bigger guys can fly, dude.
I'm not one of them.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I'm not one of them. One? But I'll tell you what, if one of those fast guys runs into me, they're going to learn all about physics real quick.
Let's go. You heard it live right there. Yeah. I love it, dude. I love it. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into the tournament here. All right, we got the tournament coming up soon. Just a quick plug. We got the LBCSHL Alumni tournament. Great weekend leading into the summer. It's just going to be an unbelievable time. I've been a part of this before playing for Father Judge. We got to know, how did this start? Because I'll tell you, when I first heard about it, I heard about it from God, I don't even know who told me about it. But I had gotten in touch with Connors and then played with the Judge team.
Yeah.
So how long has this been going on for? How did this start? Because I love this tournament, dude.
So here's how Grundy's a long time ago. I want to say in the early 2000s, just did a quick thrown together alumni tournament, and it wasn't like there was maybe like 5 teams in it and something like that. So I started like the summer before my son was born. He'll be 14 this year. I was like, you know what? How do I get this tournament back on? So I started talking to some people, and the power of Facebook. Started a Facebook page, invited some people on it, and just put the thought out there. Next thing you know, let's do it.
We're rocking and rolling.
Do it, and it's had its I don't want to say hard part for like it really was like a well-oiled machine for like the last few years. Like the captains have all been great.
It's tough, dude. It's tough.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but now getting into the realm with Chirpin Pucks Media now and like hosting hockey tournaments and stuff like that, dealing a lot with the ranks. It's not easy.
Well, I've known Mike McVeigh for over 30 years.
Shout out.
Yep.
Shout out for Big
Mike's
Mike.
a great guy.
That's
and
great.
You know what? He like works with me. I give him a couple dates. The 2 dates that do not work is, believe it or not, Father's Day and whenever Kenny Chesney's in town. They are both tournament.
Love me some Kenny.
Oh, they are. Kenny is a tournament killer. I actually got one of the guys that runs one of the other teams text me, yo, Kenny Chesney's not coming in town. Let's do it. I'm like, all right. Game on.
Scheduling the tournaments around Father's Day.
And Kenny Chesney, yep.
And Kenny Chesney.
Just have the game in the parking lot. We can tailgate the concert. I mean,
well, that's what we do at Hockey Fights MS in Bethlehem, dude, because Music Fest is going on.
Yeah, well, the problem is like a lot of the guys' wives would rather go to Kenny Chesney than sit in a hockey rink parking lot.
Yeah.
Woo!
So
Kenny!
you're losing that battle.
Yeah, just go to the link where he's playing and put the game in the parking lot at the link, and then there you can have the concert and a hockey game at the same exact time.
There you go.
How well can you hear you could probably hear the concert perfectly from the parking lot.
Yeah, that's Kenny Chesney isn't really my cup of tea. So
really,
no.
Oh, not a Kenny fan.
I'm
okay,
not a country fan.
Not a country fan. It's ironic to hear because the look, you got the country look.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't, Frank. You're really pushing, bro.
It's the.
You think he sits on his front porch with a banjo every single night?
Sorry, everybody.
Bro.
Are you kidding me?
I thought it was a compliment.
No. I'd rather be called a Flyers fan than a Kenny Chesney fan.
Oh, shots fired on the home team.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well,
let me cover this up back here.
Yeah, we got the people listening to me. Ryan's got the jersey behind him.
Strong play, Ryan. Strong play.
It's just a logo. It's not really
It's just a jersey on my chair back there.
Yeah, you get that stuff out of here.
I'm pretty sure it's a Delzato jersey.
They're on my wall.
Oh God, I got the stories I got about him. Jesus,
there's
Christ.
A former Ranger right there. That's his jersey, Delzato, behind me.
Delzaster.
I want to have sex with every porn star out there.
You know who ruined Delzato, Rye?
Who's that? That is true. He did. Yes, he did. When he was in New York with him, he did.
Yep. Tortorella ruined him.
He's got a Stanley Cup though, so that's all right.
Yeah. Well, so does Bill Clement. What's that tell you?
So does Bill Clement. Shots, man. We're just firing shots left and right here.
Wow, man.
So let's get back. Let's get back to it. Let's talk more about the tournament here. So tell us about some of the teams that we got involved. And I guess before. Well, honestly, I guess we might as well hit it now. Since we're talking about it, we're going to do a little breaking news. Live at the LBCSHL Alumni Tournament. There was an unfortunate team that had to be withdrawn. They didn't have enough people. Chirping Pucks will be in the tournament this year, going to battle, boys, in the Tier 3. We'll be playing Egan. We'll be playing against Mike, and we're looking for gold. Chirping Pucks, we're getting a team together. Reach out if you're interested in playing. It's a low fee for a great tournament. We're doing our recruiting. Let me know. Let's go. Chirping Pucks officially in the LBCSHL Alumni Tournament. Just wanted to do that little plug. So tell us about the teams that we got involved.
Okay, so of course we have Egan or Commonwealth Egan. We have Ryan Father Judge.
Shout out.
Ben Salem, the Chamonix, Pensbury, Truman, Holy Ghost Prep. This is a Ghost second year in it. And it was in Edinburgh, but welcome Chirping Pucks to the tournament.
Let's go. Kenny with a shout out here. I got my money on Mike's team. Oh man, the Egan versus the Chirp. I can't wait to get out there. We're gonna have to do some media content for this one. I'm gonna do some. We're gonna have some fun.
I'll tell you what, we should be mic'd up for this game.
I think we can probably make that happen. Yeah, we'll have to make that happen. Just throw a couple mics on the boys.
Yeah,
we're excited, and we thank you for having us and reaching out to us.
Yeah.
We're honored. We're honored to be a part of it, man. We're super excited. We got another comment here. I don't know how you guys do it. This is from Gianna, but balancing everyday life in your hockey careers, it amazes me. Yeah, it's a tough one, but we got to do a big shout out here. The one and only, fresh off the UHL, Brad Crawdaddy. What a bunch of beauties. My main man. He's on his 20-something day on Subathon right now. Make sure you check Crawdaddy out on Twitch right now. He is going to be live soon. Crawdaddy plays on Twitch. Crawdaddy saves on YouTube, Instagram. He's got the social medias flying everywhere. Make sure you give him a follow and check him out on Twitch later on. Tell him Chirpin' Puck sent you. He is worth watching. He is incredible.
You'll know my goalie for the alumni tournament.
Who is it?
Santora.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, now that's a breaking news right there.
Yeah. Just bring it. I'm about to call the son of a bitch right now.
my boy. He's my
Shout
boy.
out. Shout out Spartan Goaltending. That's our guy.
Lost the man.
Oh, my God. I got to go up against Santora again. Have you ever went Bradley checks in one more time. Not Santora. I said it just not Santora. Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That should be fun. I'm excited to see that one then.
He's one of the nominees to be mic'd up for sure.
Dude, he's great on the mic. So when Crawl plays against him, Brad, who I just had, I put his comment up. He'll mic Santor up either as a ref or as a player sometimes. And dude,
it's top flight. You should hear it like
it's
the
gold.
locker room. It's a toss up. Which is better?
He's gold. He's gold, dude. He's so good on the mic, dude.
It's solid gold, dude. Solid.
Oh man, and he's a good goalie too. Shit. Him and I got history playing against each other. We versed him at Hockey Fights MS, and it came down to a shootout. Me versus him for third place, and he got me. And he pulled me into the fucking net with him. like, dude, just absolute chaos, dude.
I could say it. Yep.
Yeah, I had a mic on me too. Just pulled.
Just supposed to go to net, Frank, and not you.
Yeah, the puck.
He pulled me in.
Fire, Frank.
He pulled me in, boys. What is this here? Chirp Fest? He pulled me in.
Okay. All right. We'll let you have that one, Frank.
Yeah.
Let it go, Ryan. Just let it go.
What is this here? Here, maybe I should switch spots. Maybe I should go on the bottom here.
No, it's all right.
No, I know. So tell us a little bit more about the tournament, man. We got a bunch of teams getting in there.
Yeah.
What's the weekend look like, man? Do we have any raffle prizes? Anything like that?
Nothing like that. Just bring plenty of beer, plenty of water, and plenty of food in your grills. Your cornhole games, your whatever. It's like a carnival in the parking lot on Saturday from the first game till well after the last game.
Should we get a bounce you? Should we get like a Ferris wheel up in there?
Listen.
Or the can drop?
We're getting older now, dude. We don't need to risk any permanent injuries. I can see with some of these drunken guys getting on a bounce you and like bouncing off into the ground, and yeah, that's not fun.
Ryan, what's your opinion on the bounce you?
I don't want to see you bounce on anything.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I don't want to see anything that involves you bouncing. Like
yeah, that's like nightmare.
Moving on.
I already went through therapy as a kid. I ain't going through it again.
That's like something. That's like nightmare fuel. Totally.
I love it. Well, about 25 minutes in, if you're just joining us, we got our good friend Mike Mancini on, host of the LBCSHL Alumni Tournament. Starts May 29th, ends on June 1st. All weekend, great time. I've played in this tournament before. It's one of my favorites, and I'm sorry, I'm getting bothered by Sean Hastings. Quick shout out to Sean. Already fucking, he doesn't comment in on the show. He just texts me instead.
Well,
Come on, Hastings.
He wants that personal VIP service, Frank.
Oh, he's so entitled. He's one of my best friends, so he plays that entitlement best friend thing, and he gets away with all that shit. That's my boy. I love him. Shout out to Hastings. I've been trying to get him on here. Do you know Hastings?
Probably by face.
Maybe I'll see. I mentioned to him about the tourney, about him coming to play. Hopefully he does. Sean's a good player. Sean's a stud. Yeah, he's a pain in the butt sometimes, but I love him. He actually wanted me to talk about an interesting topic, but I'll save it for a later conversation. So how many teams total do we have? Do you know?
We have 10 teams. We have Ghost, Ryan, and Pennsbury in the top tier. We have Judge, Truman, and North Catholic in the middle tier. And then we have Welcome Aboard, Chirping Pucks, Commonwealth Egan, Chamonix, and Ben Salem in the lower tier.
So if you don't mind, just explain the format. So everybody plays? Is it a round robin? So for the tier 3 that we're going to be in, for example. So there's a couple teams in there. So the top 2 go to the championship?
Yep. Every team plays each other once. And now for the upper 2 divisions, since there's 3 teams, you're going to do a crossover game from tier 1 to tier 2. That gives you 3 games. The divisional games are worth 3 points. The crossover is worth 2. And the tiebreaker is goals against, not goals for. Goals for leads to bad things happening. You get a guy cherry picking with a 7-1 lead. Does he need that goal for?
Oh, smart move. By the way, speaking of smart move, Ryan actually mentioned this. And the opening game, you had to kick it off with Judge Ryan, huh? I love it. Way to get the weekend started.
These guys love those rivalries.
Oh, they're the best, dude.
Judge Ryan, Judge North, whatever.
I know about the rivalry for them too, and the Pennsbury and the Chamonix games. Yep. So when I saw the schedule, I told Frank, I was like, he gets it. The Judge, the first game of the whole tournament's a rival game. I said, that's how you kick it off. That's how you start it, baby.
Yeah, right. That's exciting.
I want to mix it up a little bit and change it up so you play a different team.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, we want this. We want to play these guys. I'm like, bet. Lace them up, boys. Lace them up.
That's a seat filler right there. That's a seat filler.
Yeah, lace them up, man.
I love it. Speaking of seat filler, Sean Hastings checking in, my main man, my boy. Weird. I literally just jump on and hear you running your mouth. It's the Chirping Pucks podcast. And by the way, I said nothing but good things. I said how you're a good hockey player, how you're one of my best friends. Yeah. So come play on the Chirping Pucks team. What did you say, Mike?
I said he said you're a stud, Sean.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I got you back.
Yeah, that's good. For a little bit, I thought I was getting outnumbered here. Sean, thanks for checking in, my man. Feel free to jump on. I'd send him the link anytime. He's a guy I've been wanting on the show for a while. But anyway, this is exciting, man. So, is this something that you just always want to do? You just always want to do a tournament like this?
It just sort of came together so easily, so quick. That was the power of Facebook. I was talking to a few of my friends that played for Egan, and I was like, you know what? Let's try to get this together. What's the best way to do it? To start a Facebook page. You invite people, I invite people. It spreads like a wildfire, and here we are. 14.
We should do a live show down there, Ryan. What do you think?
Let's do it.
What do you think, Mike?
I'm game.
Official. Whoa. Hold on a second. Chirping Pucks podcast is going to be a live show down at the tournament. We're going to have some people come on. We'll send a message out in the group and see if anybody wants to come on from each team and something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I'll get Santora to come on.
Oh, we got to do Santora and me together.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. We'll get a schedule together and we'll because I want to help build this, man. This is a tournament that I feel it was an incredible tournament, but just I have never heard of it. So I was like, we gotta get this out there. This is an incredible tournament. Even if I did throw up mid-third period because I was playing with the A boys, and good God, I did. I lent my stick to someone, and then I had another one, left the ice third period, and just threw up in a trash can. I was like, oh my God. It was the first I played in a while.
It's happened, especially that last game on a Saturday after you've been in a parking lot for 4 hours between games, eating hot dogs and burgers and slamming beers back. Oh yeah.
I took with the I love tournament play though, dude. Tournament play is where it's
Tournaments
at.
Are fun, man. Tournaments are fun. It's just it just brings everybody together. Everybody has fun. Get the old stories, and it's just fun.
Well, speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, played wing with him with our good friend Leo. Rest in peace. Curtis D'Angelini, one of my judge guys, close friend. Sounds legit. Can't believe I'm just hearing about this now. And we were just talking about that. Curtis is a judge guy. He played for Judge. Shit, man. The whole time when we were there together, we played together for a while. He's a close friend, great hockey player. He's still playing it now. Yeah. Curtis, thanks for checking in. My man Curtis has been on the podcast before. But yeah, I can't believe I'm just hearing of this now. Like I said, it's one of those tournaments that's ran so well, does so well, but not many people have heard about it. So we want to help out as well and just really, really promote it any way that we can. So we'd be honored to be down there, do it with the live show, and we'll interview some people, and we'll see if we can rally up a couple photographers and some people for video and shit like that. And we'll really get this rocking and rolling because it's such a great tournament, Mike.
It's fun, man. It's fun. I mean, there's been, there's headaches with every tournament. There's, teams dropping out. There's guys that take it for more than what it is.
It's still a competitive aspect of things. I mean, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. I know you know that.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be competitive, but it's not fun to beat a team 14-1 and see a guy cherry picking because you need to get the tie breaking for goals for. That's not fun, man. We're all married.
Sounds like Hastings.
It is what it is. There's no scouts in the stands.
Watch, there's a scout in the stands. Oh, I'm gonna get a couple people dressed up as scouts.
Are you gonna have somebody dressed up like Scotty Bowman?
Yeah, or give them the country look. You know what I mean? Moving on. Oh, LBCSHL Alumni Tournament. We're full. We're booked. Come down and enjoy it. Come down and check it out. We'll put the schedule out there, but we're going to transition now into a little fun segment that we like to do, which is our gut check segment, and this is where Ryan was going to take over a little bit here, and hit it, man. Ryan's going to take over the gut check. Ryan, you want to do a little sponsor read at the bottom there? You're more than
all right. This is my favorite game in the whole world, so I hope you enjoy it too, Mike.
All right, let's bring it.
All right, so this is called Gut Check, and it's sponsored by Digital Elements. Looking for a website creation? Reach out to Digital Elements for all of your needs.
Question number 1. Here we go.
All right, question. You ready, Mike?
Yep.
All right, question number 1. Flats or drums?
Oh, man, right on the spot. Well, this is a 2-part answer.
Oh, first one that comes to mind.
Oh, man.
Flats if I had no beer, and drums if I had a lot of beer.
All right. Okay, that's a simple answer. All right, I'll give you that.
Not just gnawing on the friggin' thing.
Yeah.
So winging a beer for later.
I'll give you that. That's a good answer. That's the first time we had a 2-parter, though.
But the twofer.
I know.
Wow.
There's a lot of things happening today.
I'm a flats guy.
Yeah. What did I say? Drums? I like the drums.
Yeah, I mean, either one. I mean, they're wings.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You are a drum. Question number 2.
Easy now. Question number 2. Favorite hockey player?
Wow. All time or like?
All time.
All time.
First one that came to your mind.
Yeah, first one.
Wayne Gretzky.
You don't hear that enough, I think.
I know you don't. But the whole time you were thinking, I was looking at the jersey on the wall, and I'm like, that's the answer behind him.
No.
But we'll take Wayne Gretzky.
I saw Gretzky, I was like watching.
I never seen Gretzky play.
I was like watching a ballerina on ice. The way he just thought the game, the way he made everybody around him better. I mean, come on, man. If you're the leading scorer in the history of hockey, you never needed to score a goal.
Former.
No, I mean points, not goals, points.
What's your opinion? What's your opinion?
Points.
What's your opinion on Ovechkin breaking the record?
I'm happy for it. Records are made to be broken, dude. I mean,
is he a better goal scorer than Wayne Gretzky?
I think he's a better goal scorer.
Okay.
I mean, when you score how many goals from the same spot and people can't stop you, come on.
He's got a clapper too, dude.
All those goals in the power play from the same spot. You know it's coming.
And he's got a good one.
Stop it. I mean, come on.
That's a good point.
Well, yeah. But when you say Wayne Gretzky, did you like him overall, or did you like him when he was a Oiler, King, a Blue, or
I liked him.
Ranger.
I liked him his whole career. Him ending up as a Ranger was just the cherry on top.
Did he play with Messier too there?
Yeah, he was with Messier 20 years, then Messier left and signed with Vancouver. Don't ask me. But
we'll edit that part out. Number 3.
All right, question number 3. Most.
Wait, before we go to 3, I want to do one thing.
Okay.
For my Gretzky's 1A, 1B is Adam Oates.
I love Adam Oates.
Oh, see, that's a 50-50. I don't. You don't hear that many people say about Adam Oates anymore.
Adam Hall and Oates doesn't get a lot of cred.
He is probably one of the best passers I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, you haven't played with me yet either, brother.
He played with Brett Hull. He played with Cam Neely. I mean,
that 1997 Stanley, 1998, not 97, 98 with Washington, Detroit. He was out there. He was out there showing them up like Adam Oates,
right?
But
yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he gets enough recognition. No. And I mean, to think that Detroit had him, and they traded him. Wow.
To think that Philly had him too, and look what happened there.
Yeah, well, Philly also had him at the downside of his career. Detroit drafted him.
That's it. We got up the last leg, and he really had one last leg.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get up with number 3.
Number 3. The most overused hockey phrase.
This is kind of personal to me because probably like turn and burn because I just turn because I don't burn. I'm too fat to skate fast, so just turn and burn. You know, it's kind of like
the old turn and burn.
Yeah.
I don't hear the turn and burn too often.
I never heard that.
You hear oh dude, I went bar down or
like here's the one for you. Here's one I throw around the guys. What do you are your gloves made of Quikrete? Jesus. You know, hands of stone.
That's good. I always hear turn on the Jets.
Yeah.
Wheel. I love when people say wheel and they're saying it for the wrong thing. So when people scream wheel, they say that, I guess that means to accelerate in speed.
Yeah,
wheel is blue line when you hit the blue line and you literally wheel like you turn like you cut in.
You know
that's the wheel.
You know what I say to people that say turn and burn to me? I'm like, dude, listen, I'm more like Sergei Fedorov than Fedorov.
Gonna make my mustache fall off.
Sergei Fedorov.
We got a comment here, and because he's my boy and I love him, we'll touch on this one. This is no shit, I can't. We'll do it after. Go to number 4.
All right, number 4, most underrated captain in Flyers history. Let me have it, buddy.
Who are the Flyers? Most underrated captain?
And that ends gut check, everybody. Thanks for showing up for this segment.
Let's see here.
Nice job, Ryan.
I think Dave Poulin probably was.
Okay. Yeah, he would be up there. Me and Ryan were talking about this last night when we were building the show. We both agreed Mike Richards.
I think Richards, the problem with Richards was he liked to party too much with Carter.
On the ice. I'm not worried about off the ice.
Oh, okay. Richards had the tools to be a captain like that. But yeah, I think it was Poulin. I think the problem with Poulin was he just were going against his juggernaut Oilers teams of the 80s, and you're not going
to another name I thought after we talked last night, Frankie, was Eric Desjardins when his little short term as a captain.
It was short term. That was when Lindros had got hit and removed, right?
Stripped, yeah.
Stripped.
I think he never really got a fair chance as being a captain of the Flyers. I think he could have been one hell of the captain, but I think
what was his name? Rico, right? Didn't they call him Rico?
Yeah, Rico, Eric Desjardins.
I felt the same way when Messier left the Rangers and they gave the captaincy to Brian Leetch. It just didn't.
It doesn't sink, right?
It doesn't sink, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some people are, people could be all captains in different ways. I mean, not everybody's gonna get an Yzerman or a LaFontaine or a Turgeon or Vince Booth.
Joe Sakic.
Sakic.
Mr. Sakic to you. I'm sorry.
I actually have a throwback Sakic jersey. Love it.
Oh, that was the old Judge jersey, the Avalanche jersey.
Yep.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
It's classic.
Nightmare Phil.
I'll take it. Let's go do for gut check, man. I love it. Well done. You did good on that one. We'll jump into this comment now that Hastings brought up. And I'll read it off here. How many goals would Yager have scored if he was still in the NHL? And do you believe in the conspiracy that Yager was blacklisted so he didn't become the face of the NHL? Mike, I'll start with you on this one.
Well, I think Yager, those years that he played in Russia after he left the Rangers, he was still playing at a high level.
The KHL is the second most competitive league in the world.
Yeah. So he still would have put up between 80 to 100 points in his 3 years in NHL.
Kovalchuk went there too, didn't he? He went to the KHL for a while, just
Who?
up and left. It's like a 10-year Ilya Kovalchuk.
Oh, he was Kovalchuk. Like I think it was all that. Remember when they tried to circumvent the salary cap? That 17-year, 100.
It was like a Rick DiPietro contract.
Yeah, and
They're still paying that guy.
Kovalchuk was so good though, man.
He was nasty. He was the face, I think, of the NHL for a little bit.
I still think another player that you don't really think of as the face. Two guys, Lidstrom number 1, and Patrice Bergeron.
Oh,
Well, both led their teams to Stanley Cups too, as well.
it's the error, man, because Crosby. So like the Bergeron was here same time as Crosby. So as soon as Crosby came in, he's been the face for the last 20 years. So you have to even go back like 20 years ago when because Crosby's been the face and Ovechkin. Like I would think before them. I mean, guys like San Luis. I mean, just incredible competitors. I mean, I think he was an underrated player. He was incredible. Great. He spent some time with the Rangers with AV, I believe. Yep. I think you guys had AV at the time.
Yep. He was there the year they lost in the finals to the Kings.
Kings?
Fucking Alec Martinez.
I know. The ball dick goal, too, dude.
I still have nightmares of that.
I have nightmares about the Patrick Kane one. What goal was worse? Let's talk about this for a minute, fellas, before we transition into the hot takes and cupcake segment. Patrick Kane's goal against the Flyers or Alec Martinez goal? What goal was just one that hurts the worst? I mean, the wide open net on Lundqvist was just, you saw it happen, but when Patrick Kane scored his, it was just like, what is going on? Ryan, I'm going to start with you on this one. Let Mike think about it for a minute.
The Patrick Kane goal. I mean, I remember watching it at my house as a kid, and it was dead silence in my house, like absolutely dead silence, because you didn't know the puck went in. No one knew the puck went in. Only Patty Kane did. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Leighton, it looked like Leighton had his leg down, but he just had that inch of pad that was still sticking up. And we love you, Leighton. I love you, but if I could MF you every single day.
I don't know, man. That's a guy that wasn't even a starting goalie. That was between Boucher got hurt. Mm-hmm. Leighton came in. Emery was hurt too because God rest his soul. He was on a roster as well that year, I think, or maybe the year. Yeah,
I think he was too.
Leighton came in, and that's who you had. I thought Leighton did incredible, but yeah, that was a tough one. That Martinez goal, dude, he's coming down, and you want to talk about a simple goal to win the cup, dude. Just and you see the play happen, like the save happened, the rebound came out, and you were probably just like, oh no, boom, just right in, dude. They're both heartbreaking.
That's probably one of the top 2 heartbreaking sport moments in my life as a fan.
I always wanted Lundqvist to get one too, man. It's great seeing he's doing great, like on the intermission show, man. I think he's doing awesome on there, personally speaking.
You know, I look about it too. He's not even the lowest scorer on that podcast. He has more points than Bissonnette does.
Everybody's got more. Frankie's got more points than Biz does.
More points this year than Biz does. Let's go.
I can't stand him, dude.
Really? Hot take.
I can't stand Bissonnette.
Not a Bissonnette, not a Biz guy, huh?
Nah, he just like, dude.
He annoys you?
Yeah.
He's a bandwagoner.
I think Mike would hate me on the bench then because I can get really annoying.
No. You're not anywhere near him, bud.
All right, good. I'll take it.
Like,
I'm not invited back to teams because I'm like, and we were just talking about this the other day with Sean's team. I didn't get invited back and told not to come back because I'm just, I know. I saw the comment. Like, because I'm just really like outgoing on the bench, and like I take lead a little bit, just being a leader, being a captain of some teams and stuff like that. Like I try to help the guys, and some didn't like it, I guess.
Well, I'll be honest with you real fast about your hyperness. When you played for us the other night, my guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for
because I told the guys, hey, listen, like he gets a little amped up, just let him go do his thing, and they came to me after the game and they said, when he started amping you up, you scored back to back. Like, I'm like, I know, but
that Mountain Dew before the game.
I don't know what he had before the game.
Let's go. I drank a couple beers. Remember, I was drinking Garage. I was drinking your Garage Lime, and then I took an edible.
Yeah, he didn't call me. My phone wasn't working, I guess.
We were working right beforehand. We were doing photos.
You didn't know you're the holiday called Passover, right, Rye? Your phone.
What's that?
You didn't know you were the holiday called Passover.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Mancini here. He's here all night. All right.
I told you this isn't a podcast. This is a comedy fest now.
I know. We were doing all types of crazy shit with this one. All right, let's get it. So we're gonna do something a little different now. We're introducing a new segment here, and this is going to be the Hot Takes and Cupcakes segment. And Hot Takes and Cupcakes is brought to you by our wonderful sponsor, Kara Weber. Looking to buy or sell your home? Reach out to Kara Weber at KW.com. Not only is he a great hockey player, but an incredible person, incredible real estate agent. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, reach out to Kara Weber. Our Triple Bucks podcast sent you, and Kara will take care of you. We're going to get into it now. Ryan, you were going to mediate this thing. We were going to put you in the mediator chair, and we're going to.
I got my stats ready on my phone, so
okay. So we're going to
better be prepared.
Dude, it's not even about stats. I mean, the stats don't lie, but it's more about the sport. So we're going to big topic that we're going to debate here before we end the show. We're going to do a 5-minute debate. We're going to do a 5-minute debate about, okay? No more than 5 minutes.
That's going to be rough.
Well, because we can go all night. All right, so here it is. All right, and this is in regards to Claude Giroux. Was Claude Giroux a good player, captain for the Flyers? Ryan, I'll kind of let you take the lead here on who you want to go first or how you want to do this, buddy.
All right. Welcome to Judge Ryan. Get that? Hey, that's a good one right there. All right, so let's start with Mike.
Yes, sir.
What is your takes on Claude Giroux as a player for the Philadelphia Flyers? And then we'll bring in the captain a little bit later on.
As a player?
As a player.
Was he good? Absolutely. You don't get to the NHL if you're not good. Unless you're Paul Bissonnette. Was he put on a pedestal by Flyer fans? Absolutely. Absolutely. Who everybody says, oh, he's a playmaker. Who did he make better?
That's not that. I gotta jump in.
Hey, nah. Mike goes.
So, like I said, this to me, I guess this from living outside of Philly, and hear all the Flyers fans pump him up for a decade. Oh, top 5 in scoring for a decade. Okay, congratulations. What has he won? Hart, scoring title. He's got one postseason All-Star thing, second team All-Star after he had 100 points after having 2 horrendous years and switching to wing to play with Coots. Okay. How many Team Canadas has he played for?
It's the only thing I'll give you is the Team Canada thing. So about Claude Giroux, top 5, top 10 best hockey player, top 15 best hockey player probably ever, 100%. That's what I got. I give him probably a top 15, top 20. But the thing about Claude Giroux with the Flyers is, no, I'll retract my previous statement about the top 15, top 20. Top Flyers, I think he's probably top 5 all-time greatest Flyers, probably top 3. Now, with that being said, look at this. He was never a goal scorer. Everybody thinks the captain of the team has to be the goal scorer. It's not. It doesn't happen. I mean, look at Chris Pronger. He was a captain. He showed leadership and can lead a team. Claude, I think, lacked on the captain. We'll get into the captain aspect of it, but I think he was a great player. He never had anybody to play with. When you say playmaker, that's setting up your guys. That's making plays, creating space to be able to deliver. Okay? That was something that he specialized in. He was great on the power play. He never had anybody to make plays with. He didn't get the support that he needed. Jake Voracek, another guy they thought was going to be a playmaker. They put him in the position to score goals while Claude Giroux passed them to him. You have 2 playmakers going back and forth. The only goal scorer that they thought that we were going to have was Matt Reed. Matt Reed sucks. They never got the support for Claude Giroux ever. He never had the support that he should have had here in Philadelphia. We wouldn't be having this conversation if we didn't get ousted from the draft and we would have told Patty Kane, because then Claude Giroux and Patty Kane would have probably played together. We wouldn't be having this conversation because he would have had a player that could play, that could score goals, and Claude Giroux would probably be a 1 or 2 time Stanley Cup champion right now. Now, with that being said, they never had the support around him. Individually, he is one of the greatest Flyers to ever play. That's why he was tenured here this long. I think that he was put in a position when Mike Richards and Jeff Carter left as a 19, 20-year-old kid to become the captain of a team that he was not probably ready for. I also think that he was also thrown in the mix when Ed Snyder passed away, and now he's the captain. I think that affected a lot of different things, and then nobody's building around him. My personal opinion.
All right, let me touch on one thing there, Frankie, and Rye can chime in if he wants to.
All right.
You say, like, when you talk about players are always judged by their peers. Okay, you look at, you go back to 2012 when he laid the hit on Crosby and they won the series. I remember a tweet that came out that we just witnessed the passing of the torch from Crosby to Giroux.
I don't know why anybody would say that.
Sam Cataldi said it. I'll send you the tweet.
Who said it?
Sam Cataldi, I think, said it.
Carchidi.
Whatever.
Mr. Carchidi.
Yeah, we just witnessed the passing of the torch from Crosby to Giroux. Fast forward 13 years. Is that true? No. Not even close.
No. Not even close.
Look at his contemporaries. Does he rate with Anze Kopitar? Does he rate with Patrick Kane? Does he rate with any of those guys?
Anze Kopitar, I would say, yeah, minus the Stanley Cups. Player-wise, I think Claw was better.
Kopitar is a 200-foot player. Giroux is not. Kopitar doesn't need the power play to get a third of his points. Kopitar doesn't vanish from the postseason like Giroux.
Kopitar also had a bunch of players around him that made him an incredible player, and that goes back to the support that Claude lacked.
Kopitar got thrown into that position because when the Los Angeles Kings gave up on Dustin Brown and threw Dustin Brown out the goddamn door and said, "We don't want you as a captain no more. You suck. You're old. You're not doing anything for us anymore."
He did suck.
We got Anze over here who's going to be the next team captain. Anze got put in the situation. I mean, has he helped them, led to people? I mean, he's led the team to the playoffs, but Kopitar is not the same Kopitar he was in 2012 and 2014 when we won them cups. He's not the same player no more. Is he still a good leader? He is, but
still playing at a high level.
Yeah, but he's not what he was in 2012, 2014. Cope's not.
Neither one of them are. They're old now, dude.
I'm saying contemporary players, he doesn't rank. And, I mean, if he's so good, why wasn't he ever on Team Canada?
I could give you that one.
If he's so good, because here's why. Team Canada had Rick Nash on the fourth line killing.
Rick Nash was an absolute monster.
Right. He had Rick Nash on the third line or fourth line killing penalties. Is Giroux doing that? No. He's not.
Let's talk about the captain aspect of things. I don't think he was a good captain. I'll tell you that right now. I don't think he was a great leader. So we're probably going to agree on this one.
I mean, we can this Frank, this is something we can go through for hours. You could counterpoints. Rod, you said you have his stats in front of you?
I do.
Pull up his playoff stats when he had
the fucking playoff stats. Here we go. Here comes the play.
He had to carry the team. Look at his stats. What do you have? 1 point in 6 games.
Dude, I'll give you that. But there's players all over that. I mean, look at Toronto. Matthews barely does shit in the playoffs. Like I don't feel like there's certain levels of a game that was in the big moments.
Hang on. Ryan's pulling up his playoff stats. After when he had to be.
While he's pulling them up, we can keep going.
Yeah.
Do you want Flyers or Ottawa?
Flyers.
Well, Ottawa's only 1 year, and he had Kachuk and Stutzel carrying him.
Yeah, last year this playoffs just happened. 6 games, 5 points. I mean,
on the power play.
And then you look at the last time he was in the playoffs with a contention team, which was Florida, which that's another topic. Played 10 games, 8 points, 3 goals, and 5 assists.
Also played with great people.
Let's dig into that.
Look who he was playing with.
All right. How did he do in the Tampa Bay series when they lost? He had 1 assist in 4 games.
Dude, Tampa Bay was another. That's when they won the cup.
Right, but big players.
Look at the players that they had to shut them down too. Victor Hedman, Point. Like they had all these incredible players. That was when Tampa Bay was insane.
Keep going. How did he do in 2020? We have 1 goal in 16 games.
How many goals you got, brother?
In the 2019-2020 playoffs, 16 played in 16 games, 1 goal, 7 assists for 8 points.
What was his plus minus?
It's not on there.
Plus this, brother.
What I'm saying, like when he wanted to be traded, like I get it. Like players, You want to be traded. You want to go for the Stanley Cup. I get it. And he was our captain, and he did what he did for us there. But when you go to Florida, and I talk about this a lot, and not bring my mom into this, but my mom brought this up last night as well. He wants to go chase a cup, so he goes to Florida, right? Mm-hmm. Could have went to Colorado. Oh, Colorado was on the list. He could have went to Colorado. Want to go to Florida. Sunny Florida, I get it. 80 degrees, 90. You're playing on the beach. I would love to do the same thing too. He goes down there and plays he plays the rest of the season down there. 18 games with Florida, 3 goals, 20 assists for 23 points. That's not bad to finish the season.
That's a fucking playmaker.
Then he goes into the playoffs, plays 10 games with 8 points. They make it, they lose, whatever. Now he's a free agent. What's going to happen? Do you think he's going to resign? No. He goes back and plays at hometown Ottawa. Florida wins the Stanley Cup the next year. Where was the negotiation right there, Claude? Claude, you just want to come in and just do your thing. I was close. But if you would have re-signed the next year, took less money or something, maybe less years, a 1-year deal, a 2-year deal, less money, you would have had a ring by now. But then he can go back home and play. Now he's fighting in the battle with Ottawa to get a Stanley Cup when they literally put one in his lap and he wanted to go back home.
Could have went to Colorado, or he could have signed in Florida.
Yep, could have went anywhere.
Yeah, he could have went anywhere.
There you go. Could have went anywhere. Good debate.
Like I said, I think
put a Twitter poll out there.
This is mostly like a drawback from hearing Flyer fans pump this guy up for a decade. But
a decade of G.
Coming for me, like, do I think he was a good player? Yeah, he was a good player for the Flyers.
He was a great player.
He was up there, but when it came to being Mr. Clutch, he wasn't there.
No, he wasn't.
Games that we needed him, he wasn't there. He had, we had other players on the team that stepped in and did that. Like, was he a good captain? I think he was too. But I think the more down the road when he was getting older and his years were getting behind him, I don't think he gave a shit anymore. Honestly, I don't think he did. I don't think he gave a shit. I think he was just like, I'm here, trade me right fucking now, like from Slapshot, like trade me right now. Like,
I still never seen that movie.
But like, yeah, he hasn't. There's a lot of movies he's seen.
I know. We talked about it before on the show. Yeah, I never saw it before.
But like, I think that's what it was. He did that ever since when his years got done and over. He just didn't give a shit no more, and it didn't look good for us. And they couldn't give it to Coots. They couldn't give it to anybody else because no one else was ready. Right. And then look what happens now. They just slap it on Coots, and look what he's doing. The same thing Claude's doing, and everybody's getting on him now about it.
Coots stinks.
Being a captain is something that should be. I think we're in an era where captaincy is just like. Mm-hmm. Outside of a select few that actually embrace it, like the Bergerons, the Chars, the Hedmans,
even Marchand,
the Stamkos,
LeCavalier from Tampa.
All those guys, they took that with a level of respect, with a level of controlling the room. You don't have to be a rah-rah guy like Messier. You can be a quiet guy like Yzerman or Sackett.
Richards.
Mm-hmm. Richard, yeah. There's all different.
Pronger.
Pronger, yeah. I mean. But here's in closing out the G thing. Frank, is he going to the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
The way he gets to the Hall of Fame is if he buys a ticket.
Yeah.
Because you know what? He's got nothing to back it up. Nothing.
I'll give that to you. Yeah, not a Hall of Famer.
No. I mean, he might get in over, like, listen, if he gets in before Alex Mogilny gets in, there's a problem.
Mogilny was nasty.
Dude.
5 years, 70 goals he had. Like, he was incredible. I love Alexander Mogilny.
He's, like I said, great player. Just put on a pedestal above his pay grade for what he is.
There you go. So, you heard it here first, guys. And to conclude the show, and once again, Mike, thanks for joining us tonight, man.
Yeah, you guys. And,
we're not going to have you leave just yet. We're going to run through our events. Obviously, you just heard it here. We got the big tournament coming up. The LBCSHL Alumni Tournament. This is our first tournament that we're going to mention on the Hockey Players Unite event list here. Come check it out. We are going to have a great time down there. We're super, super excited about that. And then we also have UAHL Summer Series, live at Iceworks. We're going to have a club in there, Triple Pucks team, June 22nd, live at Iceworks Skating Complex. Super excited for that. And then July is going to be here before we know it. We have the tournament for Jason Martinez, Cancer Warrior Tournament. Triple Pucks Media presents Cancer Warrior Tournament 3vs3, July 12th. We are getting everything in order for this one. Me and Santor are working together to finalize the teams. You'll be hearing from us soon. we're looking for some sponsorships and stuff like that. If you want to help out, reach out to us. Super excited to have that one. And then registration is open for the last summer shift women's ice hockey tournament. This is sponsored by Chirpin Pucks Media and Black Bottles Hockey. This is also going to be at Iceworks. Women's tournament, all women's tournament. Register your team. We're going to have 2 Chirpin Pucks teams in there as well. We are super pumped up for this one. Cannot wait for that one. And then we have one more. And then we have the CP Heroes of Hockey charity game. This is going to be another great one. Grant Marshall will be there. Riley Cote, Carrie Fraser, Brian Prop. Everybody will be there. This is for Stride for Luca. This is our good friend Vic's son. This is for Cerebral Palsy Foundation. Super excited about that one. But what's up?
I'm playing on the Stratford Gene Lucas CFC team.
Let's. You're playing with me. You're on my team.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, Brandon. Let's go. Come on. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's us 3 playing on the same team.
Liney's.
Holy shit.
Liney's.
I don't think they can handle that.
Liney's. We could do that. Ronnie, you're center.
We'll do the flying V. Everybody's get behind me.
Flying V. Dude, that's awesome. I forgot about that. Yeah, so the boys are going to be playing against each other and then with each other very soon. So
if we play together, it's got to be Charlie Conway, Goldberg, and Fulton.
I'll be Fulton.
Wow, you just called Mike Goldberg, dude.
No, you're Goldberg. He's Fulton. You're Goldberg.
Oh, I'm Goldberg.
I can shoot the puck. That's about all I got.
I could shoot it. I might fan on it every time, but I can still shoot the bad boy.
Well, keep swinging. Maybe you'll give the goalie a cold.
Johnny Hood, our goalie for Checking for Charity. Let's go, my main man. Checking for Charity. That's also going to be coming up. We got it. We're going to be playing in that one as we were just talking about. Pumped up for that one. But that's going to do it for us here live. Chirpin Pucks podcast. Make sure you follow us at Chirpin Pucks Media on social media. Come out to the tournament. It's going to be an excellent time, and we will see you guys all next week.
It's going to be fun.